My name is Lizard Mods, and today I'm going to introduce to you the Bag of Holding. What is the Bag of Holding, you ask? Well, it's a bag you carry in your inventory to carry all your loot. Let me guide you through all of its features. There's quite a bit. So basically, we're using the Halloween loot bag. This here is the world model if you don't quite remember. Anyways, we have a physical, tangible thing that is in your inventory. When we click on it, you can click Open Bag. When you do, you gain access to its inventory. This specific bag is a food and medical bag. We also provide a little button on the bottom right screen. So if you throw this out of your inventory, there's no button. As soon as you pick it up, bam, you've got the button and you can click on it, gain access to the inventory that way. The button can be enabled or disabled and set to any skin ID that you like. Let's go ahead and see this in action. Here I got a little bit of loot in this container. We can go ahead and just hover loot all of this real quick. And what I could do is I could open this bag up and go ahead, drag the items in. I could hover loot it in, right? Or alternatively, I could just drop it on top of the bag to also get the loot in. When items are put into the bag, you'll also notice that a little lightning bolt icon will appear. This will denote that there is an actual item inside of the bag at any time. You also notice this little progress bar right here. We're going to call this the bag selector. Anytime you put items in here, this will continually grow, letting you know how full the bag is. This will become more apparent why this is here once we have more bags. Another feature that we have added is the gather mode, right? So gather mode will pull anything from the inventory into the bag. So if we throw this out onto the ground and go ahead and pick these items up, now you can see that these items were automatically pulled into the bag's inventory. It will not pull anything that was already present in here after toggling this on. This is great if you have ammunition or stuff you don't want pulled into the bag. And finally, the last thing I want to mention about gather mode is when it is on, it will be denoted with this flame icon, letting you know that it is currently gathering things. Of course, allowing your players to have this button is a configurable option. Another thing we should take a look at is the ability to upgrade the bags, right? So by pressing the upgrade button, you can go ahead and purchase an upgrade right from the UI. Go ahead and set your own prices or custom currency if you'd like. And as you upgrade these bags, there will be new icons for the upgraded size. So you can see over here, like now we have a medium bag. Now we got a large bag. Large bag to extra large. Extra large bag. And if we keep going, we'll get to a regular bag of the same size. One more upgrade will turn it into the Bag of Holding. Regular bags can obviously hold all your loot. And we also have different categories here. So we got the regular bag, we have armored and clothing bag, we already did the medical and food bag, item construction, resource and components, and weapons and tool bag. The Bag of Holding can hold all of these bags with items in it, right? So we got the weapons and tools, we can go ahead and drag that on here. We could also do item and construction bag. So here we got some items and construction stuff, and here is an interesting feature. Players can only have so many bags in use at any given time. So if I try to drag something into there, it's not going to work because players have reached the bag limit and now the bags are locked. Bags, of course, can go inside of the Bag of Holding. Access to all of their inventories. Of course, their inventory capacity for the Bag of Holding or any other container is absolutely configurable. If we go ahead and take something out, then it unlocks the rest of the bags, and then we can go ahead and put stuff in here, and now it'll lock these two bags And now you can see what the bag selector is for. The bag selector allows you to quickly cycle between the different bags that you have in your inventory. And alternatively, if we have items in here, we could also cycle through these bags, and we also have a back button to get you back to the previous window. So the bag of holding has the ability to hold other bags with items in it, right? That's not to say that other bags can't carry other bags. It's just that other bags are unable to carry other bags with items in them. So if we were to go ahead and open up this bag and clear out all the items from here, we could take this regular bag that's here, this one to be specific, and we could put other bags in here. They will be locked out. You will not be able to open the bags, right? Which comes to the next point. How does someone get these bags in game? Well, I'm glad you asked. As a server owner, you can choose to put this in your loot table. You could put it in your favorite crafting plugin. You could put them in vending machines. Any way that you can imagine of currently giving players items, you can do it with this plugin. The next thing I want to touch on is the different styles of skins we made for the bag of holding. Here we have the leather set. This next one is my personal favorite. This is the tactical bag set that I have made for the bag of holding. Now, what happens when you have too many bags, right? Like, you might have duplicates. Well, that's simple enough. Well, we made it so that you could recycle them. Now, a bag that has items in it cannot go inside, right? But take something out. You could easily put this guy in here and recycle them for the fraction of the value of the bag. I feel I need to touch on the idea of bag limits. So, briefly went across this already. We have items in here. We will have reached the bag limit here, right? But roll this out. Well, we're no longer at the bag limit, and we could do resource and components here. Here we are, we're at bag limit again, but what do we do about this guy here? Well, when we interact with it, it opens up so that we can empty it out, right? And now we can pick the bag up because it's now been emptied. At this point, I can go on and on about how we've patched other plugins for compatibility and despawn timers and a host of other things, but those are the main points. If you like the video, then hit that like button and consider subscribing. One last thing. Is there a feature you would like to see added to the plugin? Leave a comment down below. My name is Lizard Mods. See you next time.